explain about visual methods, and this journal entitled Visual Methods in Ethnographic Fieldwork on learning from participants through their video account.
My name is Audin Antonin Fadila and my student ID number is 2103402061019. Visual methods in ethnographic fieldwork. This article reflects on the value of engaging with visual method in a fieldwork situation. It portrays various forms of visual methods used in a recent research in Botswana and discussed by using a concrete example how video account produced by participants and subsequent video dialogue came to complement insight gained from observation and interviews in fortunate ways. A theoretical value was that the video recordings, as they represented a thicker description of practice in practice than interview audio recordings or notes from observational situation held build insight into the non-linguistic, embodied and socio-material aspect of practice. A methodological value was that the use of video recordings assisted is bringing out participants' perspective and thereby help to produce more relevant data. When participants communicate by recording in private share, this gives an inlet into situations of significance in the everyday that usually are incredible during interviews. The video recordings also had any legal value as they could be used to facilitate a common point of reference for dialogical and collaborative interpretation between the participant and research on create events. When participants decide what to discuss with the research and together reflect on that, put into words what is the meaning of create event. This improves the validity of interpretation and furthers a more symmetrical understanding between research and participants, and also donors and recipients about what is significant at stake.
Is Chandra Irawan. I will continue the explanation. Practice is more than the use of words and the meanings they convey. Methods that can help use make thick description of the situation where acts happen, the embodied, relational, representational, as well as a non-representational elements and process are required for a study of practice. The study of people concerned and practice must be approached as individual case and through various forms of comparison. Learning from participants is central also in the analysis, and how visual methods can be of value in this aspect is also part of the issue I will discuss. Image, video, and voice recordings were used to produce a large body of visual data for this particular fieldwork. Images are representation of reality and cannot be treated as transparent, natural, or objective realist reference of phenomena. Context of production, the person recording, the camera itself, and the situation will influence on what the camera is allowed to see and record.
My name is Lela Turkomalia. I will continue the explanation. Participatory video voice is a combination of an interview, a video diary assessment, and a suicide video elicitation interview. This particular approach was inspired by my prior experience with visual approaches. Yet updates to the purpose of this project and what came to work in the particular environment studied. In this article, I examined the use of video recordings in the process of producing insight through the lens of sociological research at Botswana's Nkoliko University. The presentation below is organized to mimic the actual process through which insights were produced in the case of Botley.
My name is Lela Pilasari. I want to continue this explanation. Guntur portrays a quite typical Botswana background. Around half of the households in Botswana are female-headed. This is often single income. Female-headed households, and especially in village setting, where traditional values are claimed to practice, the must have been regarded as economic and social vulnerable and the focus of much research and intervention programs. That bundle, coming from this background, has managed to enroll in higher education and has ambitions to become an independent woman. Suggests to the increased opportunities for social mobility and improved gender mainstreaming over the last generation. The way she tells her story suggests that she has internalized and acted upon education as a central developmental strategy toward becoming independent, as what was learned from this interview was primarily word-based. The insights into bottles, practice, and concourse remained rather thin.
My name is Hoyotunisa and I will continue this explanation. Well, Bontelstein seems to be weak and perhaps choose not to marry. This has been explained by several factors, amongst other, migration of men to South African mines in the two previous generations, a weaker institution of marriage, contradictions between the gender-equal constitution of modern common law and the discrimination of women in customary law, and that both men and women tend to engage multi-amorous relationships. Modern marriages are faster, but more likely to put the couple in financial debt and hence more of a middle class and elite phenomenon. In either case, although marriage may give a woman with a child higher status, it can alter her relations, where she can live and often diminishes her individual freedom of choice.
He also presented the four people present, their activities and concern and the environment to the camera. Both friends clearly enjoyed the text and language and joked while doing other things. Observation situation, some elements of how the girl behave are motivated by and done for the camera, while others are more oriented towards other ongoing activities. The social interaction between the four girls, their voices, movement, and use of the material around them make it possible to identify continuous shift in the communicative context. Although the third clip feature slightly more new media used than the previous two, its role seems minor in the context it's depicts. Their video dialogues and study of video clips can yield insight to their concern and practice. Below, I use this case to reflect on why insight form the visual method have theoretical, methodological challenge associated with the theoretical claim that practice must speak for itself. Is how to document practice given that practice has meaning created by knowledge located within the body and through activity in socio-material context. Practice cannot be represented by that people say alone, more correctly.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today I will continue the explanation of my friends. The video clip, a presentation helped in such ways to produce thicker description and insights into Bottas' case compared to what was possible from the interview. The tablet and video recording assignment gave participants a role as co-researcher into their everyday, and the video accounts they produced involved them as knowing subject in their research.